You are listening to the best of the Classic Metal Show podcast. Catch the Classic Metal Show every Saturday from 9 p.m. till 3 a.m. Eastern Time over at www.theclassicmetalshow.com. The following podcast is sponsored by the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Hopewell Township, Pennsylvania. Over 400 video games and pinball machines there for you to play. It's all vintage. It's all good. So come on out and play it over at the Pennsylvania Coin-Operated Gaming Hall of Fame and Museum, located in Pennsylvania. For more information on the Gaming Hall of Fame, go to www.coinophof.com. And now let's get to it on another edition of the best of the Classic Metal Show.
Well, I wanted to bring up one subject before we get out of here for the night.
Okay.
And this is kind of pertinent to what's going on in our culture. Hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. Hail and Kill caller, you're on the air.
Jesus Christ, Neeley. Here's a hint. Mumbai. It sounds a lot like the original name. Bombay.
Yeah, there you go. That's the one. That's what I was looking for. Sorry. It was Bombay. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, cool.
All right. Thank you. There he goes. It was Bombay.
You know, that was the caller's, the chat room's favorite call ever from Doghouse.
Which one?
That call right there.
Oh, it's so short.
Because he was in and out.
All right. Well, in this day and age, especially with a presidential race coming up in a year.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah. For some reason, and this has just been a hot topic in this country for the last almost 20 years now.
Right.
It's the whole gay thing.
Mm-hmm.
You hear different statistics out there that the gay community makes up anywhere from 3 to 10% of the population.
Right.
Nobody. I don't think anybody really knows.
Right.
Because, I mean, I've had friends or people that have children or whatever the case may be,
mm-hmm.
and they have what you would consider a normal heterosexual relationships with their boyfriends or significant others or husbands or whatever.
Okay.
And then for some reason it doesn't work out.
Right.
And then all of a sudden now they're gay.
Right.
You know what I mean? They choose to be with someone of the same sex.
Right. Okay.
Okay. And it becomes, all right, are you really gay? Mm-hmm. Or are you going through a phase?
Right.
Or are you doing this because this is so, and there's so many people are always looking for attention. So this is like, shocking.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
It's exactly the same as when people are in a major depressive state and they find Jesus.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Same thing.
Who was that that was involved with Ellen DeGeneres? Anne Heche?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was with, Ellen for, 10 years or something like that?
Yeah. And then
she was with men, and then she was with Ellen, and then she left Ellen, and now she's back with men.
Yeah.
So how do you classify somebody like that?
Yeah. A goer.
Yeah, regardless of what it is, but it's still subjective as to how do you classify somebody like that.
Okay.
Are they gay, or are they just confused, or is this a life's choice? Whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we always hear about, people having problems with gays in the military.
Okay.
What we consider straight heterosexual men do not want to bunk or shower with or whatever with somebody who potentially is homosexual.
Right.
Okay. And then if you voice openly that this is a problem for you,
mm-hmm.
now you're a homophobe.
Right.
You're a bigot, you're a homophobe, there's something wrong with you, why don't you live and let live?
Mm-hmm.
That kind of a thing.
Right. Because you're not supposed to offend people by having a different opinion.
Right. Well, here's a story that brings this all home and why people have a problem with this.
Okay.
Okay. Why people draw these kind of conclusions, if you will.
Okay.
Denver Airport TSA agents allegedly manipulated screening process to fondle passengers.
Okay.
Are you aware of this?
No, I have not heard this one.
All right. And this brings it all home, and this is where it all lies with.
So this is the TSA.
This is the TSA, but this boils down to the behavior that people find objectionable.
Okay.
Okay, because they feel like they're being put upon or advanced upon without your consent, I guess.
Okay.
2 TSA agents allegedly changed the screening system at the Denver International Airport in order to grope male passengers. The agency has since removed the 2 officers. Mesh Bell confirmed. I don't know who the Mesh Bell. These alleged acts are egregious and intolerable, the TSA spokesman Ross Feinstein said. Denver CBS affiliate, which reported the incident, said passengers were targeted about a dozen times. The behavior first came to light because a male TSA employee told a female employee that he likes to grope male passengers. Okay.
All right.
He related that when a male he finds attractive comes to the security for the screening machine, he will alert another TSA screener to indicate to the scanning computer that the party being screened is let's see here. I got to read this again. He related that when a male he finds attractive comes to be screened by the scanning machine, he will alert another TSA screener to indicate to the scanning computer that the party being screened is female. The female TSA employee said, according to the police reports obtained by CBS4, when the screener does this, the scanning machine will indicate an anomaly in the genital area, and this allows the male TSA screener to conduct a pat-down of that area.
Wow.
All right?
All right.
So this is the type of thing that sets what we consider heterosexual guys off.
Right.
About guys who are homosexual.
Now, what would you do if this happened to you?
Well, it's just like, dude, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
You know? A TSA official who was investigating the case witnessed the pattern when a male passenger entered the screening scanner and the screening agent pressed the button for female. The scanner indicated an anomaly in the groin area. The male screener then took the passenger aside and patted him down in the groin area with the palm of his hand.
Oh.
See? See the reaction you got out of that?
Yeah.
TSA guidelines mandate the screening he conducted should be done with the back of his hand.
Right.
Although the first accusation was made in November 18th of 2014, TSA officials didn't observe the agents until February 9th of 2015.
So this guy, wait, what a fucking story this is.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was setting it up so that it would ring up, looking for a vagina and finding a cock.
Yeah.
And then this guy would fucking front palm the dick.
Yeah. See, but this just boils down to that whole argument about, well, I don't want, to be bunking with a gay guy. I don't want to, oh, you're a homophobe, man. You're a bigot, man.
Yeah.
Well, this is the kind of stuff that guys or women, they don't want happening.
Yeah.
All allegations of misconduct are thoroughly investigated by the agency.
Mm-hmm.
And when substantiated, employees are held accountable. The agency did not release the names of the accused employees. CBS 4 spoke to the Denver District Attorney's Office, which did not press charges because there was no reasonable likelihood of conviction and no victim had been identified.
Why is there no reasonable likelihood of conviction if they know that they did it?
Well, because they didn't have somebody complaining.
Do they have to have somebody complaining?
Well, I guess they need, somebody to corroborate their charges, or bring charges against them or whatever.
Then how come the state can fucking file rape charges even if a rape victim doesn't come forward?
I don't know. I really don't know.
It's the same thing, isn't it?
I would think so, but I guess it goes by state to state. I don't know.
Nathan. Fags is gonna fag.
Well, but again, this is what people have a concern about,
right?
Being I don't know, molested or unwanted advances,
right?
And that's what the deal is. Mm-hmm. And the thing is it's the distrust of that other person to basically keep it to themselves.
Right. No, I believe me, I agree with your point. I just can't believe that they can't fucking file charges on these fucking assholes.
Well, there is an update as of April 16th of the story.
Okay.
TSA acting administrator Melvin Caraway called the actions of the two agents egregiously inappropriate behavior in a post on the TSA blog on Thursday. The lone bright spot in the dark and disturbing behavior is that another employee saw what was going on and did not allow it to continue, he wrote. In addition to confirming that the agents in question were no longer with the agency, Caraway said they could face local criminal charges as well.
Okay. Well, that's okay, I guess. But
yeah.
They got to get the fucking big S, though, don't they? They got to be fucking classed as a sex offender.
You would think.
They should.
I agree. But I'm just making the bigger point here.
Right.
This argument has been raging on for, a couple of decades now.
Yeah.
And this brings it all home as to why people are uncomfortable with the close quarters of sports team locker rooms, showers, barracks, whatever the case may be.
Sure.
And this is a prime example. Granted, this is a isolated example, but it still happens. It obviously happened.
Yeah. Just happened.
But the point is that this is why people are uncomfortable in those situations. It's like, I don't want to be in that close proximity.
Right.
Because that's not my lifestyle. I don't necessarily agree with it. If you want to go do that, you go do that on your own.
Yeah.
I don't want to be a part of it. I don't want to know about it. I don't want to be involved with it. I don't want you hitting on me. I don't want you, getting some idea that I'd be interested in you for whatever the case may be.
Don't even want to talk about it.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't want to hear about some other dude that you're fucking.
Exactly. And so it's just like, well, if you don't want to hear about it, or if you don't want to be in the same barracks or share the same showers or whatever, you're a homophobe and you're a bigot, man.
Yeah.
Like,
I always like the argument of, well, you wouldn't have a problem if it was a guy and a girl. Yeah, you're right. I wouldn't. Dude, and I've gone through this before on the show. I mean, I have relatives that are gay, and that's cool. Good on them. They seem real happy. But you know what? I don't want to know.
Yeah.
I know my cousin, and I know his dude, and seems like a nice enough dude. And they go on trips and they take all kinds of fucking photos and, post all their photos and they go all over the fucking world, which is great. It's very cool. But you know what? That's where it ends. I don't want to see you fucking making out. I really don't want to fucking know about his fucking 8 inches going up your ass. I don't want to know about you sucking his cock.
Right.
I just don't.
Yeah.
And you know what? And the truth be told, with some of my friends, I might want to know about their girlfriend sucking his cock. I just might.
Yeah.
But that's my choice.
Exactly.
And I'm allowed to have that thought. I'm allowed to not want to hear about man-on-man sex, but want to hear about chick-on-guy sex.
Right.
And that's the part that fucking makes me nuts, is that everybody somehow assumes that you have to all or nothing it. Or really, you have to nothing it. You have to accept everything as fucking good. And you just don't feel that way.
Yeah. Well, again, it's all about this whole idea that you're going to be able to legislate behavior.
Yeah. Fuck that.
But I just thought to throw that in there because there you go. There's the example that people have concerns about. It's just like, I didn't ask for you to pull me out of line so you can grope my junk.
Right, exactly.
You did this without my consent.
Right.
And you just decided you think I'm attractive, so you want to come over and touch me inappropriately because you get something out of that.
Yeah.
But I didn't consent to that.
Not at all. Dude, you mentioned about the presidential elections that are getting ready to come up.
Mm-hmm.
Would you, I don't care if it's a Republican or a Democrat, just whatever they were on, whatever side they were on, would you be more likely to vote for that person, even if they were a Dem, if they ran on an agenda where they absolutely would not fucking include any social issues at all? No homosexuality.
I don't think it belongs. I don't think the president's leanings is of value, because the president don't make the laws unless, of course, you're Obama and signing an executive order. But regardless of that, I don't care what his moral viewpoint on homosexuality is, because he's not going to change anything on his own.
Yeah. But wouldn't it be refreshing to have a candidate who just said, look, I'm not going to talk about race. I'm not going to talk about gay sex. I'm going to entertain fucking budget. I'm going to entertain world politics, the world political stage. I'm only going to deal with shit that fucking affects how people fucking work, eat, sleep. That's it.
Yeah, I agree.
That would be so refreshing.
Yeah, because as of today, I know it's before the Supreme Court as we speak about the whole gay marriage issue.
Yeah.
But as of today, it's a states' rights issue.
Right.
It's not the presidential issue, and it's not a federal issue.
Right.
This is state by state. So if whomever is the candidate, whoever it is,
right,
says, you know what, I just don't think marriage between two men or two women, I don't agree with it.
Right.
It's not going to affect me one way or the other, because he's got no bearing on that.
I agree.
It's just like, why is this even a question or an issue? What difference does it make?
Yeah.
Using Hillary Clinton's eloquent line, at this point, what difference does it make?
That's Hillary.
Yeah. Four people died in Benghazi. At this point, what difference does it make?
Oh, by the way, if you bring up Benghazi, I found out the new left-leaning thing with that. If you bring up Benghazi, it's because you're uninformed and you only pay attention to Fox News.
Is that what it is?
The only ones talking about
it. Well, how come none of the questions have been answered?
Yeah, well, that doesn't matter.
Oh, okay.
It's Hillary said.
Yeah, and she's going to be able to skate on this whole withholding federal documents, i.e., email and so forth, and what she turned over is good enough, and the rest of it that got scrubbed, that's fine too.
Well, and she wants to be able to manage the country, but she can't manage 2 emails on her phone.
Right.
Good pick.
Yeah,
Hillary Clinton.
Exactly. But anyway, I just thought I'd bring that to the table because I just had to laugh. And it's just like, oh, so people who are proponents of, homosexual behavior, whatever the case whatever you want to call it, they were fine with this. They felt that this TSA agent was in full rights to do that because he found you attractive.
That's right.
That was fine with everybody, right?
Apparently.
Yeah. But, that just goes back. And I thought, you know what, this is why people have concerns. And this is the reason people are uncomfortable with that situation. But how dare you vocalize that? Because then you're a homophobe. You're a homophobe.
That's right.
No, I'm not a homophobe. It's just that I don't want unsolicited guys grabbing my junk.
Right. Wow. Well, how dare you say that?
Yeah. Okay. Whatever. All right. Well, it's been a good show, dude. I went quick. Tony spent 2 hours with us, and we had Andy Parker for half an hour, and we
just did 2 more hours, so that's it.
Yeah, I know. It's over just that quick.
Like, gone.
But, everybody who's participated in the show and part of the chat room and all that good stuff, and, even our drunk friends, be it John Rufo or the Moogle Master. I got to go now.
Goodbye.
I got to go now. I got to go take a shit.
All right, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. All right. Well, again, we want to thank Tony Harnell for being a part of the show tonight. Of course, he is now the new lead singer of Skid Row, gave us the exclusive.
That's right.
And spent 2 hours with us fielding phone calls and questions. And, I don't think there's anything else left.
Yeah, I don't think we left a whole lot for Natalie and company to do.
Right. And then, of course, Andy Parker of UFO. It was nice to have him on the show as well. So, sure. What else? Nothing.
I think that's it. Next week is Jack Blades.
Okay.
Maybe.
All right.
I think next week would be Jack Blades.
All right.
I'm not positive, but I'm saying it now. Next week will be Jack Blades.
All right.
So there you have it.
What's he promoting?
Revolution Saints.
Okay.
His new band with Dean Castronovo and who's the other guy in that band? Somebody else famous.
Yeah, it's a super group, man.
Now I gotta know. Let me look that up real fast. And I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, Revolution Saints. The record's actually pretty goddamn good.
I played one song last week.
Oh, you know who it is?
No,
your buddy. Doug Aldridge.
Oh, yeah, Doug Aldridge, yeah.
So Doug Aldridge, Dean Castronovo, and Jack Blades. And we will have Jack Blades.
All right, good. All right, well, since we had Tony Harnell on the show tonight, and he is part of Skid Row now, I'm going to let you pick a Skid Row song to take us out of here.
All right, well, then that's easy. Slave to the Grind. Go with Living on the Chain Gang.
Okay, that works for me. All right, I want to thank everybody to be a part of the show, and all that good stuff. We'll be back next Saturday. Chris is back in Studio B, so he'll be able to get your podcast up. And we're rapidly heading toward 1 million downloads on the Spreaker.
Yeah, we did what? 18,000 this week,
yeah,
right?
Something like that.
Something good.
You guys are kicking ass.
Hell yeah.
All right. We appreciate it. We're going to get out of here. We're going to leave you with some Skid Row with Working on a Chain Gang. And where the hell is it here?
It's Living.
Oh, Living on a Chain Gang. There we go. I got it. All right. We're going to leave you with Skid Row. We're going to get out of here. So until next Saturday night, this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Hagan.
See ya.
Bye, kitties.